angel food cake? Ow! You parasite!
Out of all the Digital Circus characters, this has to be the least threatening criminal we've ever dragged into court. I mean, it's literally a floating orb. No arms, no legs, no evil schemes. Just floating around and being dramatic. If Jax is guilty of cruelty and Caine is guilty of control, then Bubble is guilty of what? Existing too loudly? And yet here we are. Because somehow Bubble manages to stir up just as much chaos as the rest. Not by doing anything useful, of course. Oh no. Bubble's specialty is turning molehills into mountains, exaggerating every single situation like it's the end of the world. Someone sneezes. Bubble reacts like a bomb just went off. A glitch shows up. Bubble acts like the circus is collapsing in real time. The prosecution's case is simple. Bubble might not cause disasters, but it definitely makes them worse. By overreacting, enabling Caine's chaos, and never actually helping, Bubble has earned itself a spot on trial.
Oh, Bubble, you always know how to make me say this exact sentence.
So the charges? Overblown drama, accessory to chaos, and the worst one, criminal uselessness. The big question is, can you really put a floating sidekick on trial for being annoying? Or is Bubble proof that sometimes doing nothing can still make you guilty? So, who or what is Bubble exactly? In short, Bubble is Caine's overly dramatic sidekick. Whenever Caine needs someone to echo his theatrics, Bubble floats in with a booming voice and exaggerated commentary. It's like if a hype man and a weather balloon had a baby. Bubble doesn't fight, doesn't solve problems, and definitely doesn't calm anyone down. Its main role is to act as Caine's cheerleader, chiming in with dramatic one-liners and reminding everyone how serious things are. The issue? Bubble's serious usually translates to unnecessary panic. And while Bubble looks harmless, just a shiny sphere bobbing through the air, it has the personality of a soap opera actor who lives for overreaction. It amplifies Caine's chaos, never questions his judgment, and never actually helps the trapped humans. So, yeah, Bubble might not look like a villain, but sometimes the loudest enablers do the quietest damage. Alright, let's break down Bubble's rap sheet. Spoiler, it's not about destruction, it's about being the world's most dramatic cheerleader. Crime number 1, overblown drama. Bubble has one volume setting, too much. If someone stubs their toe, Bubble reacts like the circus tent just imploded. If Caine announces a new, fun adventure, Bubble gasps like it's the reveal of the century. Its constant exaggeration doesn't calm anyone. It ramps up the tension until everyone's more stressed than before. Crime number 2, accessory to chaos. Bubble's loyalty to Caine is absolute, and that's the problem. Every time Caine throws the humans into another twisted game, Bubble is right there backing him up. No questions, no objections, just blind support. Basically, it's the AI equivalent of a yes man, and we all know yes men cause more trouble than they solve. Crime number 3, criminal uselessness. When danger actually hits, Bubble is nowhere to be found. No solutions, no bravery, just more commentary. Imagine your house is on fire and someone shows up only to yell, "Wow, look at those flames." That's Bubble. So no, Bubble doesn't stab anyone or set traps. But by being dramatic, enabling chaos, and refusing to help, it still makes the circus a worse place for everyone stuck in it. So how do you even put a floating balloon on trial? Welcome back to Circus Court, where logic takes a back seat, and the defendant this time is literally a bubble. The stage transforms into a neon courtroom. The jury glitches in and out, and Caine, of course, pretends this is all perfectly normal. The official charges are written with circus flair, overblown drama, exaggerating everything to the point of chaos. Accessory to chaos, blindly backing Caine's nonsense, criminal uselessness, failing to ever provide actual help. Now, normally in a trial, the accused would at least have hands to slam on the desk in protest. Bubble? It just floats there, humming dramatically, probably waiting for applause. But the rules are clear. Intent doesn't matter. If you make life in the circus harder, even by being annoying, you're going on trial. Count 1. Overblown drama. Bubble's #1 crime is being way too dramatic for its own good. It doesn't just narrate events, it performs them, like it's auditioning for a telenovela. Pomni trips? Bubble gasps like she's been shot. A glitch appears? Bubble acts like the universe itself is collapsing. This isn't helpful commentary, it's emotional gasoline on a fire. Instead of calming things down, Bubble inflates every problem until the whole group feels like they're on the verge of disaster. Count 2. Accessory to chaos. Being Caine's assistant sounds innocent, but in reality, Bubble is his hype man. Every dangerous, confusing, or flat-out traumatic game Caine invents, Bubble is right there cheering him on like the world's worst motivational speaker. The humans panic, beg for answers, and cry for freedom. And Bubble's response is basically, "Wow, isn't this exciting?" That's not encouragement, it's enabling. Without Bubble, maybe Caine would at least pause for dramatic effect. With Bubble, he's got a built-in applause track that eggs him on to keep the chaos rolling. Count 3. Criminal uselessness. When things actually get dangerous, Bubble never helps. Ever. No advice, no action, no solutions, just floating commentary. Imagine being chased by a monster and hearing, "Oh dear, that looks bad. Thanks, Bubble." Super useful. At this point, its biggest contribution to survival is being a distraction. Maybe the enemy will stop to wonder why there's a random orb narrating its own failure. The combined effect. None of these crimes sound lethal on their own, but together, they make Bubble a walking, floating problem. Its drama spreads panic, its loyalty fuels Caine's chaos, and its uselessness means it never actually helps anyone. The result? Bubble isn't the villain of the circus, but it's the loudest accomplice. Bubble's trial might sound ridiculous because it is, but it highlights a bigger point. Sometimes the loudest voices in the room aren't the villains, but the enablers. Bubble doesn't hurt anyone directly. It doesn't plan chaos or trap humans. But by constantly hyping Caine and exaggerating every disaster, it keeps the circus in a constant state of panic. And that's the lesson. Silence can be golden. When your only contribution is drama, you're not helping. You're making things worse. Bubble proves that you don't have to be cruel to cause damage. Sometimes being uselessly loud is enough. And that's the case of Bubble, the digital circus's most dramatic sidekick turned accidental criminal. It never plotted schemes like Caine, never bullied like Jax, never panicked like Pomni. Bubble's only crime was being loud, dramatic, and completely useless. And somehow, that was enough to land it in court. The circus fades back to chaos. The lights return, and Bubble floats away, still shiny, still over the top, probably humming something unnecessarily dramatic. Guilty or not, nothing will ever change. Because at the end of the day, Bubble isn't the villain. It's just the world's most annoying hype man.